60 seconds.
Smitty, hon?
Yeah, Mavis.
Could you put some pants on, please?
It's hot in here.
The PAs are complaining, hon.
Tell them to turn their heads around, for Christ's sake.
Hey there, my name's Raul. Congratulations on successfully installing the game. And, you know, the game's a bit of a memory hog, I'll be honest, so we had to dump some of your personal files. Looked like love notes and poetry. Nothing important, so don't worry about it. Tell me how many people are playing today. Playing alone, huh? Well, who says you can't have fun by yourself, huh? Who says that? Probably people with friends, I imagine. Well, go ahead and type in your name there. Oh, yeah. Hey, I need to know if you want to play a game with 21 questions or a game with 7 questions. All over it for you.
30 seconds.
Your buzzer is the letter B, as in bright periwinkle blue.
20 seconds.
I don't care whose bagpipe it is. That is a flammable item. Ooh, 20 seconds. All right, listen, this is easy as pie. Pie the food, not the number. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. All right?
10 seconds.
We'll see you later.
9, 8, 7.
Okay, take out the
5,
desktop.
4, 3.
900 enemies. With enemies like these, you'll never have friends again.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hello, my name is Schmitty. This is You Don't Know Jack TV. If you would like a written transcript of today's show, just keep a pencil handy. Okay, now you're playing by yourself this time. All right, make the most of what you got. That's what I always say. All right, here we go. All right, pick a category.
And now climbing up the charts all the way to number 1.
Shake hands with V is for Velements. $2,000 for correct answer. Eyes forward, we're going. In the event of an intergalactic war, which of the following characters will not have immediate access to otherworldly help? Dick Solomon, Fred Flintstone, Willie Tanner, or Dr. Sam Beckett? Let me show you what I would have picked. Everybody's favorite quantum leaper, Dr. Sam Beckett, does not have an alien friend. Now, if I were asking about cigar-smoking wastes of space, well... Category, please. This one's called Where TV Characters Go to Die. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Hey, you know how those commercials for the club use people who are supposed to be real cops, except thinner? Well, what if they use TV cops instead? If you see a commercial for the club in which the spokesperson uses his trademark TV phrase, "It works for me," who is the spokesperson? Hunter, Cannon, TJ Hooker, or Columbo? Hunter's catchphrase is, "It works for me." The club does the trick, but I like to beat the crap out of them anyway. You know, just for grins. All right, I need a category.
We're losing in Dr.
count. 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
Let's see what we got going. But natural blondes have the most fun of all. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. All right, give me your best shot. Say blondes really do have more fun. Which of the partners in Cagney and Lacey and Starsky and Hutch are having the most fun? Cagney and Hutch, Starsky and Lacey, Cagney and Starsky, or Lacey and Hutch? In the two brunette and blonde crime-fighting duos, Cagney and Hutch will have the most fun. Although it's hard to tell. They may look like they're having fun, but only their hairdresser knows for sure. Time to pick a category.
Spotless window, shining floor, do it all with number 4.
I believe this one is called The Sitcom Made Me Do It. You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Hey kids, it's howdy doody time. Reverend Leroy is a character on the Flip Wilson Show. Based on the name of Reverend Leroy's church, who would you expect to form his Holy Trinity? Archie, Edith, and the Holy Meathead, Carla, Cliff, and the Holy Norm, Raj, Rerun, and the Holy Dwayne, or Mallory, Skippy, and the Holy Alex? Should have picked this one. The Reverend Leroy's flock is called the Church of What's Happening Now, which would make Shirley Hempel a loving yet firm and insulting Madonna. And that sends my mind reeling. Give me a category. Yeah, way to choose that category. You're about to take a bite out of a this or dat. The category for this this or that question is tonight on a very special match game. My friend, I'm going to read off 7 titles for you, and for every one of them, I want you to tell me if the show is a game show or a sitcom. I see you got this thing down. I'm just going to put your 30 seconds on the clock, all right? And we're off. What's my line? What's happening? What's going on? Anything for money. Anything for love! Babes! One more. Ain't got no more. Well, look at you, 6 out of 7 over there. Let's see how it helps out your score. Well done, my friend. Let's see how much. Throw me a category.
Tonight's topic, 6 in the workplace.
And our special guest tonight, when there's something strange in the tube. $3,000 for this one. Okay, free your mind. Well, suppose the Ghostbusters are hard up for work and decide to practice their trade on various TV shows. On which of the following shows would they not find a ghost to bust? Jennifer Slept Here, My Living Doll, My Mother the Car, or Topper? The only show listed here that does not feature a ghost is My Living Doll. However, it did star Julie Newmar, so that means that not all busting is out of order. All right, I need a category.
Question 7 is dedicated to the men and women of trivia.
For your viewing pleasure, Newsflash dancing. Get this one right, you get $1,000. All right, listen to the sound of my voice. Imagine that you're at a Bruce Hornsby concert, and he's about to invite a special guest star on stage to help him sing his hit song, That's Just the Way It Is. Because he used a catchphrase similar to That's Just the Way It Is on his newscast, what might you expect to see on stage? Hugh Downs feeling the funky rhythm, Harry Reasoner moving to the groove, Walter Cronkite ended his newscast with the phrase, and that's the way it is. Then the cameras would go off and Mr. That's the Way It Is would hop up on his desk, rip off his tie, and show the funky crew members how it really was, baby. All right.
Join us as we explore the fascinating world of 8.
We're calling this one Just Punch Him. You get it right, you get $2K. Live from New York. Buzz in and type the correct answer when you think you know it. You ready? Go. Jane, you ignorant blank. Now's the time to... On Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update, Dan Aykroyd responds to Jane Curtin with the phrase, Jane, you ignorant slut. Of course, this trend was established by Walter Cronkite's nightly sign-off of, and that's the way it is, sluts. Category, please.
We feel your thinking, check your number 9.
Let's have a big warm welcome for I'm Out. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. All right, now I know that many people think that Ellen DeGeneres' character on Ellen was the first gay character to come out of the closet. Well, it seems the closet was already wide open. Which of the following sitcom characters exited the closet years before Ellen Morgan? Miss Jane from the Beverly Hillbillies, Dr. Smith from Lost in Space, Jody from Soap, or Cagney and Lacey? You want to see what the smart money says? Jody Dallas, played by Billy Crystal, was one of the earliest openly gay characters to appear in a sitcom. And I think Bob, the ventriloquist dummy on Soap, is bi. I mean, he's sporting wood no matter who's around. Give me a category.
The following is a test of question 10. This is only a test.
Here we have Lance This. We're playing for $3,000 this time. Say, you remember that made-for-TV movie, The Loneliest Runner, starring Lance Kerwin? Sure you do. Say Lance Kerwin's character in The Loneliest Runner decides to form his own country. Based on his problem, what will be the most appropriate design for his country's flag? Blue background with red stars, red background with brown stripes, white background with yellow spots, or black background with green clovers? Lance Kerwin's character ran home from school every day because his mother hung his pea-stained sheets out the window, so his flag would probably look like a pea-stained bedsheet. And for his country's national anthem, he could use the theme song from The Wiz. Okay, you made it to one round. Let's see what happens in round two. Let's do it. Don't forget, everything in round two is worth double, so heads up. Throw me a category.
11, come on, girl. Good question.
All right, give it up for Cliff's Notes you don't even have to read. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Hey, remember how psyched you were in school when they made you read a book that was already a movie? Yeah, don't talk to me about it, I know. Since one of its most famous episodes is done entirely in verse based on Shakespeare's Taming of the Shrew, which show could kids watch instead of reading some dumb play? Designing Women, Moonlighting, Miami Vice, or 30-something? So you don't lose any sleep over it. There's this episode of Moonlighting that's filmed all in verse, and it's based on Shakespeare's Taming of the Shrew. And for all you parents and teachers out there getting ready to write letters of complaints, bring it on, baby. Time to pick a category. Let's take a look at, I can't name one show of hers. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Okay, help me out on this one. I need you to type in the name of this woman I'm trying to remember. What is her name? She's in one of those commercials where she's always got this wry, smug remark or witty reply to say. These commercials made her really well known in the late 70s. That guy from the Rockford Files was in them too, and everyone thought they were really married. The commercials were for that one-step camera, that instant Polaroid one. What was that woman's name? Too bad you didn't type this. The woman who did those Polaroid commercials with James Garner in the 70s is Mariette Hartley. And for some reason, I can't think of a wry, smug remark. So, let's move on. Category, please.
Flash, we interrupt this game to bring you a special question.
The category? Set phasers to boogie. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Alright, imagine the crew of the Starship Enterprise is bored out of their minds, so they decide to form a rock band. Because they also had a show based in space, which band could the crew of the Enterprise call upon for music lessons? Josie and the Pussycats, the Archies, California Dreams, or the Monkees? In 1972, the cartoon Josie and the Pussycats became Josie and the Pussycats in Outer Space. And if the band's called the Pussycats, you know Kirk will be there for his lesson. All right, pick a category. All right, Flesh Butt Spits I'm Poor.
It's time for a
Your gibberish category for today is eating cereal at gunpoint. The opening value of this gibberish question is 10,000 bucks. Now check this out. As the time disappears, so does the money. So the sooner you buzz in, the better. Okay, listen up. Buzz in and tell me, what famous quote does this rhyme with? Fats Gun Stall. Yep, pour the brand. And don't get freaked out by that punctuation. First clue, they're the first words uttered live. Come here, Watson, I want you? No. They're the first words uttered live during the historic first moonwalk. Come on, start typing. Yeah, okay, and I'm sure you've always heard it as that's one small step for man instead of for a man. But Mr. Neil Armstrong himself says that he said amen. So, if you want to send anyone a letter, address it to Neil. All right, I need a category.
The thrill of answering. The agony of 15.
Well, what do we have here? Where'd you get those eyes? If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. See what you can do with this one. Jeepers Creepers. Who in the hell is Mr. Peepers? Science teacher, a hand puppet, a huge roving eyeball, or a shrill-voiced baby chick? Mr. Peepers is the science teaching title character of a 1950s sitcom starring Wally Cox. I was going to make a dirty joke about the actor's last name, but you're not going to hear a Peepers out of me. Okay, I should have went with the Cox joke. Throw me a category. For your enjoyment, anything for a vote. We're talking 6K here, so pay attention. All right, let's imagine that Bill Clinton goes absolutely nuts and decides that everything he needs to know about running the country, he can learn from TV. If President Clinton were to follow the example of the president on the 80s sitcom Hail to the Chief, what would he have? On that show, Hail to the Chief, the president is played by Patty Duke. So, aside from becoming a transsexual, Bill would also have to become really, really perky. Give me a category.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. You're beautiful.
This category is known as, this is not your father's government job. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Ready? Catch this. If David Duchovny were to model his X-Files character Agent Mulder after the DEA agent he played on another show, what would he do on the job? Bake Cancer Man a cherry pie, borrow an outfit from Scully, use the cell phone in his shoe, or amuse the aliens with a soft shoe routine. Okay, now here's a good answer. Before he was Agent Mulder, David Duchovny played the cross-dressing DEA agent Dennis/Denise on Twin Peaks. And hey, look at it this way. If he gets fired from the DEA for cross-dressing, he can always go to work for the Clinton administration. Time to pick a category.
You know what? You're playing great. I'll stop bugging you now. You know what? Actually, just one more question. Question 18.
Today's specialties include, but a what? 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Hey, you remember that sickening rush by the networks to capitalize on the Amy Fisher story with all those made-for-TV movies in the same week? Which major network did not produce an Amy Fisher story? ABC, NBC, CBS, or Fox? Nope, NBC came up with Amy Fisher, My Story. In this one, Joey Buttafuoco was the bad guy, Amy is the innocent one, and we're the losers. I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. ABC, CBS, and NBC all produced Amy Fisher stories, and the only network to show some taste, and I am not making this up, was Fox. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that that's the first time the words Fox and showed some taste have been uttered in the same sentence. All right, pick a category.
Minty cool, minty fresh 19.
May I introduce Jinx? How does $4,000 grab you? So, you know how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle guys are always saying, cowabunga, dude? Well, if you didn't, consider yourself enlightened. If the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were to meet up with another TV character famous for saying cowabunga, where would they appear? In Dutyville, in the cockpit of a World War II fighter plane, in surgery at Blair General, or on a California beach. Chief Thunderthud from the Howdy Doody Show is known for saying cowabunga.
Hey kids, what time is it? That's right, it's time to kick some teenage turtle butt. Cowabunga!
All right, I need a category.
Question 20 now concludes its broadcast day.
Open wide and get ready for Sounds Like a Winner. How does $2,000 sound? Heads up, here it comes. Say the producer of Hogan's Heroes made a cameo in an episode and collided with one of the show's characters. Given their respective names, what might everyone on the set hear? Durang Lebo, Chong Pow, or Poot Zowie? Colonel Klink is one of the characters, and Hogan's Heroes was one of the many TV shows produced by crooner Bing Crosby. And apparently the director's name was Zing. Category, please. You've almost made it to the credits, but first, the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, you get $2,000. If you're wrong, you're losing $2,000. Oh, and one more thing to remember. Remember the clue. The two words that match have to fit this clue. 3 naughty boys. Now, play nice, or it's no TV for a week. Good luck. Score. That's the game. Wow, that was an exciting game. That was a real thrill. You were the best player we've had by far. Now do me a favor, will you? Look to your left, now look to your right, now repeat after me.
Great show, everybody. Lovely work as usual. Raoul Hun, what's going on now?
Hey, making it to the high scoreboard. Pretty good considering this is the first time anyone's played this game. If you'd like to play again, let me know.
Introducing Splat. Spreadable lips, anuses, and teats. Moms love it because it spreads like butter. Kids love it because it goes down easy. And best of all, Splat uses the parts of animals usually bound for the trash heap. And in today's waste-conscious world, that's important.
Spreadable lips, anuses, and teats.
Splat!
The yummy alternative.